There is a Feng Shui master with extraordinary ability. He had traveled for many years and never found anything unusual. But one day, while passing a large house, his steps suddenly stopped, and his face changed as he stared at the ground beneath him. He stood there for a long moment, as if he had discovered something incredible. Beneath the house, he sensed a huge golden lobster, a rare and powerful treasure land. Whoever lived on this land could gain wealth effortlessly, as if fortune would come to them without struggle. The master was deeply shocked. Without saying a word, he took out a red lantern and hung it at the door of the house. The moment the lantern was hung, the ground began to shake violently. It was as if the lobster beneath had been disturbed, writhing like a creature whose tail had been stepped on. The earth trembled, and even the air felt unstable. Realizing the danger, the master rushed forward and quickly pulled the lantern down. As soon as it touched the ground, everything became calm again, as if nothing had happened. Shortly after, the owner of the house returned. Drenched in rain, the master, being kind-hearted, invited him inside and gave him dry clothes. Then he explained that the land beneath the house was extremely valuable, but it must never be exposed to red. If it ever was, the balance of Feng Shui would collapse and disaster would follow. While speaking, the master suddenly felt something unusual. He paused and asked whether two children had recently been born, one in the east and one in the west. The steward's son answered that the one born in the east was the young master, and the one in the west was his own grandson. The master sighed deeply and revealed that the true power of the land lay in the west. This meant that son's grandson would grow up to inherit the fortune, possibly taking over the Gio family's wealth. Hearing this, son panicked. He immediately knelt down and swore that he would raise his grandson to remain loyal and protect the Zhao family for life. But despite this, a seed of suspicion had already been planted in the master's heart. From that day on, he began to have the same dream every night. In the dream, Son was sitting calmly, holding his grandson while the Zhao family's name was removed and replaced with Son's name. Each time, the dream left him deeply disturbed. Eventually, fear overtook him. One night, he secretly took Son's grandson and threw him into the river outside the village. The entire family searched desperately through the night. Just when all hope seemed lost, a lotus leaf floated toward the shore. On it lay the child, safe and unharmed, gently pushed along by a few small mice. The child was peacefully asleep. As if nothing had happened, Son rushed forward, overwhelmed with relief, and carried him home. When the master heard this, he was shaken with fear, but could only accept that fate could not be changed. As the years passed, the children grew up. Xiao Jiabo and son Xiao Fu Jiabo became spoiled and arrogant, often bullying son Xiao Fu without reason. Son Xiao Fu, however, remained kind and patient. He always remembered his grandfather's teachings and endured everything silently. The two mice, one saved him, stayed by his side. Over time, they became golden and gained the ability to transform into human form, quietly protecting him. One summer, the Zhao family's granary was overrun by mice. Xiao Jiabo, unable to solve the problem, blamed son Xiao Fu and ordered him to fix it. With no choice, Son Xiaofu asked his companions for help. They led a group of mice to drive away the wild ones and neatly restore the granary. But instead of gratitude, Xiao Jiabo accused him of deception and punished him harshly. Later, during a grand celebration, Son Xiaofu offered a simple pumpkin cake as a gift. But the moment it was placed on the table, It transformed into a golden pumpkin, leaving everyone in shock.
As time passed, Zhao Jiabao and Sun Shaofu grew into adults. Yet Zhao Jiabao's arrogance did not change. He continued to bully Sun Shaofu, treating him as a burden in the household. Sun Shaofu, however, remained patient and loyal, never forgetting his grandfather's words. One night, Zhao Jiabao rushed into the yard, where a terrifying double-headed red snake appeared before him and spat out a letter. Frightened beyond measure, he screamed loudly. Hearing the cry, Sun Shaofu ran out, grabbed a hoe and struck the snake, cutting it into pieces. After calming down, Zhao Jiabao became angry instead of grateful. He blamed Sun Shaofu, saying that if the snake had spiritual power, killing it would bring disaster. And indeed, disaster followed. The snake was connected to a powerful earth deity who soon appeared in anger, disrupting the Feng Shui of the Zhou household. The house began to tremble, and the family's fortune declined. Strange and unsettling events began to occur. Following the deity's command, they buried the snake's body in the backyard. But after being stained with blood, its spirit awakened and began to bring even greater misfortune. Zhao Jiabao started having strange dreams of a mysterious woman. His body weakened, his face grew pale, and he became increasingly unstable. Sun Shaofu noticed these changes and became worried. He sought help from the two mice, who told him that the only way to stop the spirit was to pour special wine over the snake's corpse. Without hesitation, he went to the grave, dug up the remains, and poured the wine. But suddenly, the snake came back to life and attacked him fiercely. Under its influence, Zhao Jiabao lost control of himself. As if possessed, he rushed forward and began strangling Sun Shaofu. At that critical moment, the two mice called upon the earth deity. The deity arrived, revealed the snake's true form, and used a magical gourd to capture and destroy it completely. As soon as the snake was gone, everything returned to normal. The house stopped shaking, and peace was restored. Zhao Jiabao regained his senses and realized he had been strangling Sun Shaofu. Seeing the truth before him, he was filled with deep regret. With tears in his eyes, he apologized sincerely and vowed to change. From that day on, he became a different person. Sun Shaofu forgave him without hesitation and continued to protect the Zhou family. Just as he had always promised, the two mice remained by their side, helping whenever needed. Gradually, the Zhou family's life improved and harmony returned to their home. Zhao Jiabao and Sun Shaofu grew close, living like true brothers. In the end, the lesson is clear. The greatest danger in the world is not demons or monsters, but the suspicion and hatred within the human heart. If a person holds on to hatred, it will eventually destroy them. Only kindness, trust, and tolerance can lead to a peaceful and fulfilling life. Don't you think so?